Hello, my name is Andrew Hall, and I am the partner with Logan Consulting, who oversees our Microsoft Dynamics AX practice. Welcome to this webinar entitled Maximize Your AX ROI, Leveraging Mobile Apps, which is being co-presented by Logan Consulting and Indusa Technical Corporation. This webinar will shed light on how organizations can maximize their Dynamics AX investment and productivity by extending the solution to the smartphone through mobile apps. Before we proceed to the agenda, let me point out that if you have not already done so, you can expand the live meeting window to your full screen by clicking on the icon in the lower left-hand corner. This will ensure that you can see the full slide without the need to scroll. And second, you may pose questions to the panel during the webinar, a subset of which we will address at the end of the presentation. You can pose questions by clicking on the Q&A tab, which you should see in the upper left-hand corner in your menu bar. So let's move on to the agenda. So, the agenda for the day. In the next 40 minutes or so, we will walk you through a brief overview about extending access to AX for mobile users. Then, we will discuss how to approach your mobile app strategy and review specific case studies. Lastly, we will conduct a Q&A session in order to address some of your specific questions and concerns. We certainly hope that at the end of the webinar, you will be better equipped to recognize the needs of your organization and understand how AX mobile apps can help meet them. So, what I'd like to do is go ahead and introduce the panel. As I mentioned at the opening, my name is Andrew Hall, and I'm a partner at Logan Consulting with responsibility for overseeing our Dynamics AX practice and for delivering successful implementation, improvement, and upgrade projects related to AX. I am a Microsoft Certified Technology Specialist with certifications in trade and logistics, finance, production, and also in Microsoft SureStep methodology. My co-presenter is Manoj Nair, who is a project manager with Indusa in their Dynamics AX practice. He is also a Microsoft Certified Technology Specialist, specializing in managing Microsoft Dynamics implementations. He is responsible for implementing Dynamics AX using the SureStep methodology and applying best practices to meet client expectations and goals. On the integration front, he has worked on mobile apps and other integration with AX using the application integration framework and the business connector integration features. So let's begin by taking a look at the AX requirements landscape and looking at the current situation and some emerging trends. A situational analysis of the AX landscape indicates that its adoption rate is increasing, especially in the United States. Additionally, AX is gaining attention as the premier ERP application for the middle market, as demonstrated by the fact that AX currently maintains the top spot in Gartner's Magic Quadrant for ERP in the mid-market. For those of you who are unaware of Gartner's Magic Quadrant, it's a graphical representation of how selected ERP vendors measure against functionality, usability, and technology criteria for that marketplace. In terms of the common business imperatives that we see at existing AX instances, the most common revolve around extending features and usage, and secondarily on trying to use mainly businesses are being forced to do more with less, and they're using AX to achieve that goal. In terms of some specific trends that we see for new initiatives for existing AX customers, most tend to fall into a small set of categories. These would include extending AX functionality through the use of mobile apps, which we'll be discussing today, or implementing real-time integration to other applications in the business. Additionally, the creation of BI dashboards and adding new business features through AX customization are also receiving attention and funding. Finally, with the rapidly impending release of AX 2012, we are seeing many customers and clients who are focusing their IT plans and dollars in that area as well. Now, we are interested in what you, our audience, is primarily focusing your attention on in terms of your AX initiatives. So therefore, I'd like to now conduct a brief poll to get some feedback from our audience. So if you could, please take a quick moment to review the options that we have here. And if you could, please vote with what your current priorities or current initiatives in your organization are in terms of dollars and spend with AX. And I'll just give you maybe 10 or 20 seconds to look through that. Okay, I certainly appreciate everyone taking the time to participate in the poll. As I believe all you can see on your screen, it looks like we do have mobile apps as the winner today, which is good and probably expected based upon the topic of our conversation. So now I guess I'd like to go ahead and present a number of slides that are going to illustrate the importance of a well thought out mobile app strategy. First of all, it's important to point out that mobile is growing faster than any other technology previously. As seen in this slide, in the data that comes from a study by Kleiner, Perkins, Caulfield, and Byers, mobile units with access to the internet are growing faster than any technology before. If you look back to the 1960s, where mainframe was the main technology, you can see that there was really only 1 million units at any given time. Whereas by 2020, the estimates are that there will be over 10 billion mobile internet devices. So this obviously points out how important mobile is going to be in the future and today. So the mobile app imperative. Now let's take a sneak peek at the mobile and smartphone market. A report by IDC states that the smartphone market has been growing at a whopping compound annual growth rate of 37%. And of all businesses, 75% use at least one wireless data application, and 80% of the organizations deploying mobile applications report that the results met or exceeded expectations in terms of value to the business. This last statistic is most telling, as in the past, many technology initiatives failed to deliver their predicted value. Clearly, mobile applications do not fall into this class based upon this extremely high level of satisfaction. Also do want to point out the smartphone market share currently. Basically, as analyzed by Gartner, it indicates that Symbian operating system phones actually rule the market across the world, which is likely a fact that's probably lost on most of us here in North America. However, you will see that in North America, Android, followed by Apple's iOS, RIM, and rapidly emerging Windows Mobile are the leaders. Now let's take a look at the need. As most of you are likely aware, with the prevalence of Apple's App Store, Android's app market, etc., mobile apps are extremely sought after, and this extends to the enterprise segment as well. It's very easy to identify specific groups of users that both have the need and desire to leverage mobile apps. These groups include executives, your outside sales force, service and field personnel, customers, plant personnel, and possibly even warehouse users. There are a number of specific usage scenarios for each of these groups, and we'll dive into details of those shortly in some upcoming slides. I do also want to point out the chart on the right-hand side, where we want to shed some light on the business value of mobility and how it can help transform, grow, and run the business from both your customer's perspective and also your employee's perspective. You can transform the business through mobility on the customer side by identifying new intelligent products, and on the employee side through process innovation and new styles of collaborative work. Mobile apps can help you grow the business by providing new channels and communities to customers and by supplying role-specific applications to employees. Lastly, mobile apps help you run the business by providing lightweight communication options to your customer and also provide basic productivity tools such as mobile email and connectivity to your employees. Now, let's return to the mobile app user groups that we saw previously and take a summary look at the possible usage scenarios for each.